From time to time I'm asked what was my first toy. Now that I've got 25,000, where did it begin? There were really three stages of it. One was very remarkably my third birthday, when I clearly remember being given something which I'd seen in a hardware shop and I absolutely coveted, a little wheelbarrow, with two wheels to it, but the idea was a little hopper where you put things in it, grass cuttings, could be put on two different levels, and that absolutely fascinated me as a budding mechanical engineer. So it was hidden behind the sofa, and I remember very clearly when it was brought out and the tremendous delight I had in it. It firmly in my brain, but I was only 3 years old, and I've got almost no other memories of that, those very first 3 years. The second toy I remember, which was, I suppose, given to me for not a birthday, just a present I think it was a little squeaky soft toy panda bear which squeaked. And I shared a bedroom with my younger brother, who was given a standard teddy bear, but he gave me something black and white panda bear, and it squeaked, and I had that for really quite a few years. I was only 7 at the time, but kept it happily for another 5. Now I leap right forward to my youth, when I decided that I wanted to entertain people at parties, children especially. Was frustrated to find that magic didn't work for me, nor for them. They weren't impressed. Nor guitar, nor film shows, nor puppets. I didn't try puppetry. Eventually I thought of the idea of taking along a dog which I'd seen at our friend's 21st party, if I could entertain them with a toy, something I'd have to buy specifically to entertain the children at parties. And this was the result. It was a lot of money in those days. £8, 12 and sixpence in 1966 from Bentall's of Kingston was a lot of money. Roscoe, Japan made this remarkable toy, which I was amazed at because it was a very early acoustic toy, well before such things being commonplace. And when you clap your hands or whistle or shout at it, it walks towards you. So I put this in front of kids. What I was most interested to see was they were not impressed with high technology. All they wanted to do was pet it and stroke it. Pet it and stroke it, which they did for 20 years. The result was, I'm afraid the original was this. Well, that's been loved by the kids for 20 years. They've stroked it. This is what they prefer to do. So some friend at the office took pity on me and made a new coat for it many years ago. And I finally got round to producing a workable dog, but it's a bit of a mixture because some of the old fur is still down below and some of the new fur is at the top, but it's looking pretty good, I think. The main thing is the inside, the mechanics is good. It's got no chip, it's far too early for that. It's got quite a crude little printed circuit board, a little microphone on the forehead, and when you turn it on, and then it's responding just to my clicks. Boo, boo, boo! Then he walks, yaps, he stops, and you've got to reactivate him by some more noises. For instance, it's very interesting that kids loved stroking it, but not particularly admiring the technology of it. They just wanted to be able to say, good doggy, good doggy, good doggy. While the parents were able to admire the fact that it responded to a sound. So that was the most remarkable toy to buy at the time, my first toy of my collection, 1966. And the first time I needed to put them into a suitcase was 10 years later, and this sits in my first case, 1976 best toys, but meaning that and earlier years of toy collecting. First toy, number 1. What's number 25,000? I don't know the latest toy, whatever it is. But that's how it began with CHAP. And he was used to entertain kids for at least 10 years after I first bought it. So a long time, and it's done some very stalwart work.